Konnichiwa, and welcome to the 484th podcast of the NC Rowan Anime Group. My name is Robert Kyle, and I'm currently the president of the group. Please forgive me for taking so long to get this podcast done. I have been very busy trying to learn how to use my desktop computer, and I'm having quite a bit of fun time downloading Japanese pop music videos, and I'll try to talk to you a little bit more about it in later podcasts. But right now, let's get on to some reviews. This anime is called Is This a Zombie? I do want to thank my good friend JR for letting me borrow this. He's also a member of my anime group, and we have shown him in previous podcasts. But this is a comedy, recommended age at least 18 up. It is very mature and is put out by Funimation. Now this next animated series that I'm going to talk about is called The Legend of Prince Valiant. This is based off the Prince Valiant comic strip, and this was put out by the Family Channel. It's for all ages. The guy who did the voice of Alfred Pennyworth in the 1990 Batman is also doing voice work in this as King Arthur. He also was a guest star in Babylon 5, and Tim Carey from the Rocky Horror Picture Show was also in this animated feature. The only thing I regretted was that it wasn't the second season. I really got into the story, thought it was going somewhere, but it ended, and I just wish there was just a second season of it. Now this is called the Complete Guide of Drawing Manga, and I'm returning this to the Rowan Public Library. I was very impressed by the quality of the work, and it has some very nice articles and stuff to write in, and I just was very impressed by it. So I am returning this to the Rowan Public Library. Now, for some information, Lexington, North Carolina is having its first ever comic book convention. It will be held at the YMCA on April 5th. It's called Lexicon. A good friend of mine, Dan Johnson, is a guest at this event. You have seen Dan before at What the Hell Con, where I interviewed him in previous podcasts. Also, too, I am going to be at another little event happening in this coming March called What the Hell Con. I'm doing panels at that event from February the 28th through March 2nd. And I hope you can attend it. It's at Guilford College, and it is free and open to the public. Now, for a little bit more news, there's this nice little art show called Geek Out, and it's happening in Asheville, North Carolina on June 6th through the 8th of 2014. Now, for a bit of news, the Japanese singer Kotoko is going to be a guest at this year's Animazment. And I would like to tell you this: if you get the chance, please go to Animazment and meet this woman. She's an outstanding singer. She's worked on many different animated series doing themes for it, and she always puts in 100% on her performance. I was very impressed. I'm even tempted to go back to Animazment this year. Now, for another convention that I'm going to be doing panels at will be the Triad Anime Convention. This is going to be held on March 14th through the 16th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The panels that I will be doing is why do I like watching anime, Christianity in anime, looking back over 5 years of Ichiban Khan, and then for the love of Japanese pop music. I always like doing that panel because I'm a novice when it comes to Japanese pop music. I learn from the audience, and sometimes I end up telling the audience a lot of things. Well, thank you for watching this podcast today, and may you have a very good day. Goodbye.